Guys, so I wanted to show you my new holsters I got, and sort of do a little overview on them, and if you're deciding to buy a holster, what should you go for, what you should be looking for. So today we have our CYA holster. This is made for the Springfield XDS Mod 2. Specifically the OSP version, as it has the cutout for the red dot sight. So we'll be going over this holster here. And then we also have the Aegis Elite from Tier 1 Concealed. This is specifically designed for appendix carry and appendix carry only. But before we get into the review, we're going to do our safety checks. So starters, we have the Glock 19, no magazine in the mag well, no round in the chamber. This gun is safe. And then for the CYA holster, we also have the Springfield XDS, no magazine inserted, no round in the chamber. We're safe on that one. So now I want to start with the CYA holster. Now I want to start with this one because I got it off Amazon for $40. And at first I was extremely skeptical buying a holster off Amazon for $40. It's just self-explanatory. When you buy a holster, not only do you want to find something that's comfortable, but you want to find something that's safe and that is reliable and that is good quality. So my biggest concern when buying this was, is it good quality Kydex? Some poor quality Kydex can be very flimsy. But right off the bat, I noticed that this is good quality Kydex. It's just hard to the touch. Even if you don't know much about holsters, I mean, you could just grab this and feel that it's hard, that it's rough. And that's good because it's going to hold your firearm in place. We have a retention screw here to make the holster either loose or tight. We have a dual pin clip that you can adjust to angle the firearm when it is seated. By the way, these are both IWBs. These are both inside the waistband holster. And then also this one is specifically cut for the red dot as well. So right off the bat, this holster is great. If you have a Springfield or what do they call it? A Hellcat, I believe. Any of those subcompact firearms will work with this. And if you have a red dot, that'll work as well. So again, I just typed in Springfield holster XDS on Amazon. This was like one of the first ones that came up. This is great for side carry. I typically don't carry on the hip, but this one right here is super comfortable, especially because it's small. The biggest thing I like about this one is the click retention. So as we see, we cleared our firearm here. When I insert this into the holster, I want you to listen for the click. There's your click. Now, I have it really tight right now. This is actually how it came. But as you see, this isn't falling out. This is in there. That click retention is very sturdy. Another big thing you want to look for with these holsters is the trigger protection. Is your trigger fully covered? And in this case, it absolutely is. So not only do we have a solid click retention, but we have full 100% cover on the trigger guard as well. And also we have plenty of space here from our red dot to the end of the Kydex. So you can wear this appendix. I personally don't with this size. It just digs into me kind of weird. But again, this is perfect for the hip carry. The smaller clips I have had troubles with in the past. When you basically put them in your pants, with the thinner clips, the holster tends to move like this. That's why I tried to find one with a thicker clip, and this clip here is really good quality. So overall, I would rate this a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10, especially coming off Amazon. So the next one I'm going to go over is, again, the Aegis Elite from Tier 1 Concealed. This is specifically appendix carry. This is for the Glock 19. As you see, we have a cleared weapon here. All right, with a TLR7 Streamlight. Now, this one here does not have the click retention because it has a light. And if you have a light-bearing holster, they're not click retention. They're just pressure retention. So anyways, this holster is amazing. There are pros and cons to it. I'd say right off the bat, one of the cons is it is expensive. This thing cost me about $180 for this holster. There's definitely good reason for that, but it is expensive. You pay for what you get. The other downside to Tier 1 Concealed is it did take a while to get to my house. It took about 3 months because they specially and custom make everything. So I just want to go over some of the features on this guy. If you are strictly looking to carry appendix, I highly recommend going with Tier 1 Concealed. If you're an appendix guy, Tier 1 Concealed has a variety of holsters that you can get for a variety different model type guns. So right off the bat, we have the concealment claw. Now this comes with 5 different plates, and essentially what this does when this is seated in your pants is it pushes the firearm towards your body, causing it to be more concealed and also causing it to be a little more comfortable as well. You can take these plates off and bring it down to 4, 3, 2, or 1, depending on how much, everybody's body is different. To me personally, I like to have all 5 on there to get a nice curvature of the body. That's what's also great about this holster is your shock resistant band that carries the second mag carrier here. So this bends. This is very flexible here, which is great because some holsters are all one piece, and depending on your belly type, depending on your body type, it can be uncomfortable. With this flex band here, basically causes to form around your belly depending if you're sitting down, if you're bending down, if you're moving. This, believe it or not, makes carrying appendix a lot more comfortable. Obviously, we have the extra mag carrier here, and there are retention screws both on the mag carrier and the firearm carrier as well. If you want to make this tight so the magazine won't fall out, you can absolutely do that with this one. Now, I was talking about earlier with the small clips here. Yes, these are thinner clips, but there's 2 of them to balance it out. There's some holsters where it's just 1 clip like this. And from my experience, what I found is that with this small clip here, just the single clip, the holster tends to shift in your pants. This isn't the case with this Tier 1 holster because it has dual clips. These clips are great because there's 6 settings. You can loosen these screws and you can either bring these up or you can bring them down. Essentially what that does is it causes the holster to either ride up high or ride down lower. Now again, everybody's body type is different, so you have to kind of go through and figure out which setting is best for you. Personally, I like to keep them at the highest setting, and this causes it to sit higher on my stomach. That way when I sit down, if I'm bending down, it's super comfortable. If I'm driving in the car, it's pretty much sitting flat on my stomach like this. So this is a great quality holster. The Kydex, I would rate it 10 out of 10. We'll flip it around to the back so you can see. If you do order from these guys, you do have to make sure that you make it custom if you have a light. If not, it just comes standard. So again, we have the clips, we have the concealment claw, and then we also have... that was it. That was it for this guy. So again, the 2 holsters I wanted to share with you guys, the CYA for the Springfield, and or if you have a Taurus or a Hellcat, this will all fit this holster. Look it up on Amazon. It's $40. This is great for a beginner carry. This is great for if you don't want to break your wallet, if you don't want to break the pocket. Find this on Amazon. Make sure you're not getting the other one there. I forget what it's called. But there's one that is a lookalike, but the quality Kydex isn't as good as this one here. This is really good quality Kydex with a retention screw. And then we have the Aegis Elite from Tier 1 Concealed that carries the extra mag and the firearm here that is specifically designed for appendix. All right, thanks for watching.